Hi YouTube friends, it's Lee here. Thanks for joining me. So what we're going to be doing is making a gorgeous little book that is going to be bound by the slipknot method that I showed you in a previous video. So we're going to be making pages, we're going to be decorating them, sticking them together and creating a fantastic little book. You need 20 pieces of cardstock. So I've just used cereal boxes for mine, and I've cut mine at 3 inches by 4 1/4. So you need 20 of them. You need 20 focal points. So that could be just something that you've cut out of a magazine, or you might have a digital, or cut a flower out of a book, anything like that. And you also need 20 butterflies. Now Matteo has a digital kit available. If you want to purchase that, you just need to send him an email. This is the kit here. So he's got a page of numbers for each day of the challenge. It's a 20-day challenge. He's got a page of words if you want them, and then I've already cut a butterfly out of this one. So he's got 77 different butterflies of different sizes, 3 different sizes, and he's made it really easy to use these, because what he's done is, if you can see, each one is a pair that is mirror imaged, and he's actually got this line which is a fold line. So if you want to, you can just glue your butterflies together by folding down that fold line and cutting them out, and then you'll have a perfect double-sided butterfly to use. I just quickly did one before. Yes, so you've got 77 different lots. There's 6 pairings on each page. The kit is really cheap. It's only €1.50, which is approximately $1.56 US, and in Australian money that is $2.51, give or take a few cents. Okay, so I'm just going to work at my own pace, but he's got a schedule, and it's in the video that's linked in my video description box. So from the 1st to the 10th of March, he's going to do 2 backgrounds a day, and then from the 11th to the 15th you do work on 4 focal points per day, and then on the 17th and 16th it's adding your embellishments, decorations and things, and then the 18th is gluing the pages together, because each one of these will be glued together to form one page in the book that you're going to make. And he explains all that on his video. The last day is adding the butterflies, which don't get stuck down flat. They're going to be 3-dimensional. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and decorate or do a background on my cards, and I'm just going to do what I normally do, which is to glue down some papers and then add some inks. now I've got all my cards covered in paper, I'm going to put some paints on there and add a bit of colour and some background texture with bubble wrap and a couple of other things. So I've got my 20 backgrounds. These ones have got napkin on them. These are done with book page. That's napkin, but it's plain with just a bit of ink on it. So what I want to do with them now is just find some little interesting bits and pieces to go in the background, into the background. Just add a little bit of interest. I might stamp, but I've got a magazine somewhere. What did I do with it? So this is a free magazine. So it's all full of mainly advertising, but it has some really interesting images in amongst it, like even those ice blocks, but in words, things like that. So I'm going to find some bits to go in my backgrounds and also some possible focal points in this magazine. So I'll just go through that and harvest some stuff from it. So I just want to add a little bit more to these ones before I start putting any of my focal points and background pops in there. See those little jars? Remind me of I don't know what they remind me of. They're sweet. So I'm just going to use some of this yellow, fairly watered down, and put a little bit on each one. I think I'm really wanting to get rid of the white. I think that's what's bugging me about this. Okay, I'll just let them dry. Yeah, I've got heaps of little, oopsie, little things that I've pulled out of that magazine to add on as little colour pops, and then I've got a whole heap of things to use as focal points. These they look like bees. I'm not sure. I love this. Look at these. This is just all advertising. I love this. A couple of people. Train, that's the Mary Valley Rattler, which is a tourist train. This was a good one. Well, she wouldn't be sitting there on those rocks today. She'd have been swept out to sea. The bus. That's actually a coffee shop, that bus. Bus stop, I think it's called. Flower, love these. Nautilus shells, I cut them out. There's 4 there. Some feet. Okay, so my cards are all dry now. I've got my splatters and I've brightened some of them up a little bit. We've got a bit of a yellow theme happening now, so that may change as other bits go on. So I've got my things to glue in the background here. So I'm just going to randomly choose some of these little items and glue them onto my cards. And then I've got some tickets here. I thought I'll, not tickets, labels. I'm going to put a bit of a label on each one, so that, but it's still going to be in the background because I've still got a focal point to put onto these. Yeah, so I'll do that. I just want to cut some apart. And I'm using Mod Podge. I'm just sorting through these and deciding whether some of them need a little bit more done to them, as far as the background, them being a background. And I do end up adding some watercolour paint to some of them. I don't know if you notice the noise they make when they hit the desk or when they land on top of each other. They've got that beautiful clacky sound that I love. You get it when you add layers and layers of paper on top of each other, and I find that Mod Podge gives the best sound. So if you're into sounds like I am, you like the clacky sound of the paper hitting together, the pages, then Mod Podge is what I would recommend for giving that lovely aesthetic. Okay, so I think I'm going to wrap this video up and call it part 1. When I come back, I'll be putting my focal points on. Now, I need to let you know, this has been filmed over a period of about a week. In that time, we have been on cyclone watch. We've had a cyclone cross the coast. That's why I'm late with this video. I just was finding it really hard to concentrate on anything. So I've had my mum staying with me because she lives about 10 kilometres away from here and right next to a river, so we were worried about her house flooding, and she was scared being by herself, so she was here for 4 days or so, and so that's why this video is so late and condensed down a bit. So when I come back in episode 2, part 2, I'll start adding in my focal points. The next thing that I'll do is glue my pages together, and then the book will be bound a bit later on. So don't forget to check out Matteo's channel. There's a link in my video description box. Please subscribe to his channel. He does some beautiful work over there, and he is the mastermind behind the 77 Butterflies challenge, and unfortunately I haven't been on board as I said I would be, but you know, sometimes life and Mother Nature just gets in the way. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Please, if you've got any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you for the focal points in my next video. So happy crafting, happy creating. Take care everybody, and hugs and cheers from Australia. Hooroo!